Alright, what up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Jeannie and you already know what it is. So let's just get into the energy. Mindfulness is representing the energy of the Virgos that I am picking up on today. The mindful card says, a practice aimed at achieving a sense of profound awareness of the present moment. Okay, so I'm picking up on people who are being very mindful. Okay, Virgos are innate observers. Okay, there's someone who can see what's going on and come up with a conclusion. And what conclusion that you have been noticing about your life is that you are nothing but the sum of your choices. And because of this, Virgo, it's caused you to be very mindful of the choices that you are making. At one time, you could have been making choices that put you in the place that you are, but also the choices that your family, other people, your coworkers, your peers would make. And you notice that they are all at the same level. And to achieve a higher level, you have to make decisions that contradict what level you were just on. For example, if you want to lose weight, you have to contradict what you were doing to lose weight. Okay, you have to be mindful of your eating practices. You have to be mindful of your health and exercise. And these are the types of things that you could be focused on. So if you are trying to change your life, Virgo, you could be starting by changing the choices that you make. Okay, and this thought process, this change is bringing about profound changes for you in the future. But Spirit is asking you to be mindful of the trap that comes with being mindful. Okay, we'll get into that in a second. The song that I have for you is Take It Slow. 222 could be significant, 333 as well. But the lyric that stuck out to me was reputation, reputation, reputation. Yo, I lost my reputation, and at the same time, I found my inspiration in the silence of the basement. Okay, be patient. So, with this energy, I'll put the song below so you can listen to it as well. But with this energy, Virgo, you could have had a reputation of being a certain way, making certain choices, showing up in the world as a certain person. People know you for that. They know you as the sum of your choices. But as you begin to make different changes to change the outcome of whatever you're doing, people could feel like you're trying to impress others, or you're doing it to look good, or you're doing it to feel better about yourself, or to be uppity, okay, or to be better than thou. But in reality, you are making these choices because you want a better life. You want to live at a higher vibration. You want better things for yourself. So while you're being mindful, it makes you be mindful about being mindful. And when you start thinking about that, you realize that you being mindful causes other people to feel like you're being defensive and guarded, or you're better than them. It also makes people feel like you are shitting on them, because something could come very natural to you and it could be very hard for others to do. Okay, some people are very stuck in their patterns, very stuck in their ways, and they're very unwilling to come up with new ideas to realize why they are like this. And once you start being mindful, Virgo, you realize that there's a level of risk of being mindful, because it's like when you have good choices, when you have good ideas and you implement them, people may view you as trying to outdo them. People may view you as disrespecting the old tradition, not accepting their help anymore. It could come off as offensive. So at this time, Virgo, you could notice that instead of people supporting your changes and you growing up and giving to you, instead, these people may actually make fun of you, okay? Or try to restrict you in some type of way. So as you gain accolades and gain your power, you can notice that people aren't viewing your actions correctly. They aren't seeing you as being mindful and changing your life. They're viewing you as a negative aspect, okay? The Five of Wands, challenging their authority, challenging their system. They view you as a rebel. And when you start listening to your intuition and really tapping into this new mode of existence, you could notice that things become easier for you. You start succeeding over things. You start conquering things that once held you back. And in doing so, it's almost like you are crucifying other people, because then they're forced to be mindful of their own investments. So this is that being mindful about being mindful, because you have to be careful who you talk to about your choices and your changes. You have to be careful about who you let know what you're doing, because sometimes when you succeed in something that someone has failed in, they view you as crucifying them. They view you as outdoing them. They view you as making fun of them. Okay? And you can simply be guided towards techniques that helped you overcome challenges, and it made you feel so good that you wanted to share your ideas with other people. You want to help others achieve and overcome and meet the same energy that you are creating for yourself. But you have to be mindful about telling people about your mindfulness, because these could be the same people who are struggling to even realize what's going on in life. Okay. And when you start trying to preach to blind people, it causes hatred, it causes jealousy, it causes a drift. Okay. As you break away from addiction and old patterns, the people who are stuck there, who are engaging in those low vibrational energy, cannot be in the same room as you. So if you tell someone, say for instance, on here it says breath work. If you told someone, yeah, I got over an addiction, I got over a blockage by simply doing breath work. Here, let me teach you this technique. These same people could be like, yeah, it's easy for you, that works for you, and shut down your ideas and even gossip about what you have done and make fun of your ideas with other people. For example, they could be like, yeah, Virgo's over there changing their life. Virgo is over there practicing breath work, and Virgo tried to get me to do this breathing technique. You should have seen how silly Virgo looked breathing deeply, right? But these are the same people who thrive in low vibrational energy. These are the same people who sacrifice themselves for no benefit. And you choosing to move in a higher vibration, you only sacrifice time. Okay. Some of you could notice that when you start to choose to make high vibrational actions, it doesn't come at an expense. It doesn't come at an expense to your wallet. It doesn't come at an expense to your body. It doesn't come as an expense to your environment. But instead, all you are expending is time. And the more time that you expend, the more mindful and aware of the time that you spend doing things, it's like the more time you are given to do more things. But you could notice that low vibrational people often say they don't have the time to do what you're doing. They don't have the time to participate in breath work. They don't have the time to participate in learning strategies to overcome scenarios, but they will spend hours watching TV. They'll spend hours smoking. They'll spend hours on Instagram, social media apps, liking and commenting and giving away their life force and their time for no gain. And it's these same people who, quote unquote, don't have time that is wasting time and getting no gain. And I feel like through this observation, Virgo, you have noticed profound things that could be triggering people when you are in the same room as them. Okay, so that's where the lyric came in. I lost my reputation, but found my inspiration in the silence of the basement. Because sometimes when you become mindful of the things that you are doing, you cannot be around the same people you used to, and it gets real silent. You find yourself alone. You find yourself with no inspiration. You find yourself with no motivators, no leaders. So you have to become that for yourself. And this is creating a new reputation for you in your energy and creating a very solid foundation and security for your future. And as you do this, Virgo, as you do this, it's obviously going to take a period of time to do so. But as you do this, you notice how new experiences come to you, new creative projects come to you, more educational courses. The more that you pursue high vibrational things, the broader the spectrum becomes. And this may be a stark difference to your past environment. Some of you could be coming from a place where all you had was your house, your basement, your phone, everything that you own. But you realize when you stop being a slave to the world, a slave to social media, a slave to the low vibrational tendencies, how big the world became, how much more you had access to. And as you use this muscle to overcome challenges, the easier things gotten. At first, it could have been very hard for you with a hang one to the three of wands. At first, it could have taken you a long time to expand. It could have taken you a long time of trying and failing. But as you do it, you notice that it is easier. It comes more naturally. It comes at a quicker pace. And as you speed up, Virgo, it's like the world broadens. But as you reflect and look back, you notice how slow the world was. Okay. And what's crazy is I'm picking up on like the perception of time. Okay, going back to low vibrational things and feeling like you don't have time for anything, you may notice that like things pile up. um there's more to do, and it's because when you are living in a low vibration and doing low vibrational things, you often neglect other things that you can be doing. So when you go to do one thing, you have a million things to do, and that type of energy makes it hard for you to even want to start. But when you become mindful and you start taking step by step, and you have more time in the day, you have more time to clean, prepare, get ready for the next action. So when you go to take that action, it's less pressure, it's less challenging. Okay, so at this time you could be very guarded, having to defend your energy, protect your energy at that. Because with the Five of Wands, there could be people who are competing and trying to conflict with your mindfulness, with you moving forward. Because when you start moving forward, like I said in the beginning, it reflects back to other people what they are choosing for themselves. And although you want to help people and help elevate people, if they are not ready to move forward with the help that you are giving, then they are just going to take an offense to you moving forward without them. So these same people could try to tempt you with your old choices, tempt you with your old patterns, and you may have to stand up and guard yourself and protect your energy and tell these people like, look, I'm no longer that past person. I no longer find enjoyment in those past things. I no longer participate in those types of activities, I am no longer that person. And when you seek to do this, Virgo, it's like you're creating a new beginning for yourself. And there are high vibrational people who will come in and replace the low vibrational people once you get on path, Virgo. And the ones who see you interacting with the high vibrational people will start to regret, resent, be jealous, miss you, feel disappointed about what you're doing. All right. And you could notice that like there is an exchange system. Okay. The more you change your habits, the the more you change your life, the more you change your vibration, the more you change your scenery, your reality. And when you do that, low vibrational people fall away, but that gives space and opportunity for high vibing people who are in the same energy as you to come in and help you overcome and help you succeed more. You'll notice an exchange in literally the people, places, and things that are in your reality. So it's like the low vibing people fall away and high vibing people come in. And these people are willing to donate. And that's why the low vibing people will regret not hopping on board with you, because they'll notice the love and the gifts and the celebration that comes with changing your reality. People will start clapping for you. People will start donating for you. People will start following you. People will start talking differently about that. And that change of reputation makes others, like your family, want to gossip and stay away from you, because it's easier to live in their mode of existence than to accept the reality that you were able to overcome what they are struggling in. Whew. And with the Judgment in the reverse to the Seven of Cups energy, people could be changing their judgment about you, having a change in judgment, realizing that they had a lapse in judgment and they were confused about what you were doing, because once they see the fruits of your labor, once they see you living in the vibration that you have created for yourself, they have a sudden realization like, oh, Virgo wasn't trying to shit on me. Virgo wasn't trying to make fun of me. Virgo was actually trying to help me. And if only I would have and only if I would have taken the advice, did the breath work, quit addictions, made those choices with Virgo, I could be at the same energy. But often, but often when people get to that realization, it just makes them hate you. Instead of being inspired by you, they choose to not help you, not be around you, because they don't want to support you being bigger and greater than them. They want to find a way to tear you down and bring you back down to the same level as them. So you'll notice that oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm about to fucking cry. I just got the best news. I just got the best news I have received in 2024. Holy shit. I just got the best news I have received in 2024, this whole year, right now during this video, as I as I make this video to try to help other people, yo. Oh, Lord Jesus. As I make a video to try to help other people, the universe just showed up for me and helped me in a way. Holy shit. Helped me in a way that I can't even put into words. Like, The level of gratitude that just overtook me in my body is just crazy. But that is the same thing that I am trying to explain in this video. When you decide to make high vibrational choices, the universe, you'll notice how the universe and everybody in it conspires in your favor. Ooh. And when you go and take risks that you're not sure you will succeed in, and you're so worried about taking these risks, let me slow down. You'll notice how the universe conspires with you, Virgo. And like I said, when you start taking action to do these things, you succeed. And Jesus. And it becomes easier. And I just keep getting more and more confirmation. Thank you, Lord. It becomes easier. And you gain helpers that help you achieve more and more and more. And when you look back at it and you realize that you were stuck in a low vibration, stuck in your energy in the past, thinking that it would be so daunting and it'd be so hard to elevate. And when you finally overcome what you were trying to overcome, you realize that it was way easier than when you would expect it to be. Jesus. And sometimes you believe that you will fail, or you will be denied, or you will be brought, you will meet sometimes you think like you'll meet conflict and you'll meet obstacles and that you won't be able to overcome it. But once you start gaining the momentum of jumping over obstacles, it gets easier and easier and easier. And I just want to thank Jesus right now in this moment. 404 on the clock. I just want to thank Jesus for giving me the mindset and allowing me to even be in the energy that is willing to change myself and willing to be at a higher vibration, and even just willing to try, because there are so many people who are stuck at a low vibration, stuck in their circumstances, and are unwilling to try because of the daunting aspects of getting up from where they're at, and trying keeps them from even attempting to do the things that the universe is just asking them to do. And sometimes the universe just needs you to take one step forward. They just need you to take one leap of faith, and then they can do the rest. But sometimes when you are at a low vibration, you're so scared to take that leap, and it allows you to stay at a low vibration, and it allows you to waste your time, Virgo. And this type of energy, when you start succeeding in your goals, makes you want to help other people. You so badly want to be that advocate for other people. You so badly want to show others what you have done. But you have to be mindful of people in their circumstances and know that when they are ready for that, it will happen naturally for them. And now we're going back to the lyrics of the song, because in this song she talks about how this isn't a manifestation of my imagination. This isn't something that you manifested. This is a sum of your actions. Okay, this isn't something that was given to you, Virgo, donated to you. It's a gift that was presented to you because you took action. Look, it says, this isn't a manifestation of my imagination. This was written long before my parents got acquainted. So I'm stating what God has put in plan. Let no man take that vision. Okay, take your cans and turn them into can knots. And this is that energy of knowing and being mindful. When you are ready for something, it will naturally happen for you. But when people aren't ready for something, you cannot help them. You cannot change that. So you have to be mindful of who you are around or who you try to help, because if it is not written for them, they'll never see your vision. They'll never see the dream. They'll never understand what you're saying. They'll just be confused and hate you. And this is that type of energy that you have to be mindful of, and only surround yourself with like-minded people. Hold on. Sorry about that. But yes, Virgo, once you start living in once you start living in excuse me, once you start living in this new mode of existence, once you start living in your dreams, what you imagine for yourself, you'll notice the overpour of abundance. Okay. Like I said, you'll notice how love starts to accumulate. You'll notice how you're being gifted and presented with new modes of existence and new realities. It's almost like it's a whole shift in the dynamic of your reality, because you no longer have walls, you no longer have limitations, you're no longer in the basement. You're inside of what you created. And when you live in your own energy, when you live in your own energy and stay in that high vibration, you can notice how stress and bullshit and the same things that you were focused on, worried about, had anxiety about, just fall away and dissipate. You just notice that there's sudden endings to trauma, to bullshit, to struggle. And it's almost like as soon as you set down these burdens and create sudden endings to the last mode of existence, with a star card, there's like a whole new reality that shows up for you. Uh, it's almost like you start focusing on building, you start focusing on the sunlight. This is that mindful energy I was just talking about. You're very mindful. Look at this. It says, involving activities, conscious observation, meditation, breath work, and grounding. And we're going back to the song because it says that he turned off his phone. He turned off his phone and he went towards real things and started looking at the sun. Okay, and once he started looking at the sun, look, it says locked my phone and walked outside, looked up at the sky, looked up at the sun that shines. So take it slow. It's almost like birds start tweeting, like a level of serenity is created around you, and you start building upon that serenity. And the same basement, the same blockages, the same past existence that you were living in, it almost just like melts away. Okay. And you'll notice how you'll notice how you are inspired towards knowledge and information that allows you to continue to use your own high vibrational knowledge and wits and talents to continue to balance out all stressors. It's not that you won't run into any problems anymore. It's just that they won't seem like problems anymore. It's almost like the opportunity to show off your talent. It's almost like the opportunity to show people who you are. There's no more problems, there's no more stress, there's no more baggage in the world. All there is opportunity. And you'll notice that you're seeking more of a challenge. You're seeking, instead of running away from the fight, you're running towards it. Instead of being scared of what's going to happen, you're anxious of what is going to develop into. And this type of energy, Virgo, this type of energy causes for people to feel like they have to be not even sneaky or manipulative, but feel like they have to be strategic, or feel like they have to show up to you in a certain way. And it's almost like they start giving you a level of respect. They start also being mindful of you because of you're being mindful of yourself. And you notice that there's less disrespect, there's less murmurs, there's less talk, there's less gossip, there's less people trying to bring you down, because they know they know that they aren't able to. So instead, they have to change their tactic in order to be around you, to survive in your environment, to even be around you. They're forced to level themselves up because you are no longer bringing yourself down. See, there were some people who liked your energy, they liked being around you, and it was only because you validated the level of chaos that they were all living in. And as soon as you elevated from that, it showed that they could also do it and that they are choosing that. And once you stop choosing it, people have to choose to be in the same energy as you are in to even be in your presence. And sometimes you have to remind people, like, nah, I'm not that same person. Nah, those same tactics don't work. I'm a grown man now. I'm a grown woman now. No, I don't need help. I already took care of it. And that type of energy makes people feel like they have no place in your life, like they can't use you in any way. And it brings almost like towers to people. It hurts their ego. It breaks their self-esteem. It hurts them that you don't need them, that you're willing to put in hard work just to do it by yourself so that you don't have to be around them. And when you start showing up in that type of energy, Virgo, people take offense. They feel left out in the cold. They feel less than. They feel like you are trying to outdo them. All right. So, this type of energy that I'm picking up on, the type of Virgo that I have described in this video is rare. Okay. There are more low vibrational people than there are high vibing people. But that's okay because you don't want low vibrational people around you when you're trying to break the system. Because, like I said, when they're around you in lack mentality, it brings you down. But when you're trying to create a new system, Virgo, it's it's almost necessary to go at it alone and watch how you are given a handful, one or two helpers. Okay. But if you were to choose to be in a low vibrational energy, how many people show up? It's like crabs in a barrel dynamic. And via way of being mindful, you start to fall away from the group. You start to take a path less traveled, and it makes it so people have to also seek that path to find you. So don't allow this sudden change of people, places, and things to slow you down from moving forward. Know that the only people, places, and things that you need to be around is the ones that continue to show up as you elevate. Because if they're not following you in the path, if they're not coming up the mountain to seek you, then they aren't ready for whatever you have going on. Okay? And it can be lonely in these moments. It can be very lonely in these moments. You can find yourself at a restaurant with just you and your kids eating tacos, and it be so much better. Or you by yourself just eating tacos, and it be so much better than sitting at a dinner table full of people who are just there living in a mode of existence that gets them nowhere. Um, so this is the energy that I have for you. The people I'm picking up on in 2025 will create a new mode of existence. You will be breaking the system. You will be breaking your reputation and creating a new one in which people are going to be very surprised, hateful, jealous, envious of, but it was written for you to be in. Okay? So don't let anyone stop you on your path. Don't let anyone bring your vibration down. And sure as hell, don't let anyone make you backslide into your old habits and your old choices. In 2025, choose elevation and watch how it changes your life. This is the energy that I have for you. If you resonate with anything here, please give me a like, comment down below. Subscribe to the channel and see what's coming up next to the Virgos. And y'all already know I'm very grateful and thankful for everybody watching. Peace.